and welcome to part 2 of the Donkey Kong Country 3 Let's Play, folks. I just got done with the Belch's Barn, the first boss. I'm done with Lake Orangatanga. Now I'm gonna make my way to the Crimwood Forest. And if I'm not mistaken, there's 6 worlds, maybe 7. But, yeah. This is a neat level. I like the tree levels. There's one coming up later where you gotta watch out for the buzzsaw that's cutting the trees down and chasing you. Okay. This is one of the exceptions of the tree levels. I don't like those guys. Those monkey characters there throwing acorns? Yeah, they're throwing acorns. And the hit detection's kinda clunky when it comes to missing these guys. Like, it is really hard to avoid them, even if you're hiding behind a barrel. Like, the barrel doesn't always protect you like it's supposed to. Like, if you're just a smidge off or something, you're just out of luck. But yeah, I like the forest levels. I like forests. I live near a forest. I kind of live out in the sticks, so I'm surrounded by trees and woods and nature, and it's nice. I just gotta make sure that I can do this without getting yeeted. So far, so good. Now, this is not a perfect run. There are plenty of deaths off screen. I don't know at what point I encounter those in the game. Probably a little bit more later on, but thanks to the magic of editing, you won't have to sit through all that stuff. Not like my Donkey Kong Country 1 Let's Play. Man, that feels like it's been forever ago already. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. That was one of my early Let's Plays. But I wanted to make sure that I got around to recording the rest of the trilogy, at least. Oof. It took me a little while to get around to DKC 2, because it's a hard game compared to the first game. And then DKC 3 is a beast of its own as well. It's got varying degrees of difficulty. Riverside Race. I'm starting to think a majority of the levels are alliterations. I like me a good alliteration. They always roll off the tongue nicely, and yeah, this one's pretty fun though. You gotta outrun these, what I assume is bees, and it's actually pretty easy to do for the most part, as long as you don't get slowed down or run into any distractions. And if I'm not mistaken, they can swarm you underwater, which, video game logic. Gotta make it there, but there's no time limit necessarily. I don't think there is. And if there is, I didn't encounter it here. I'm just making my way through here, zoomies and all. Got 3 of the Kong letters. I don't know if I'll get that 4th one, but that would be nice. That would be nice. Ooh, that's no good. That's no good. But yeah, I actually have a lot of fond memories of the DKC trilogy, though. Even if it wasn't until later in life when Hey, new record! I beat the 115 by just like a tenth of a second. Okay, that's not alliteration. Squeals on wheels. Yes, this one. You just bonk them off the wheels and the door opens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're mice, though. Maybe they're rats. It'd be a lot cooler if they're rats. I love rats. Rats are awesome. Very misunderstood critters. I don't know very many people who appreciate rats. Most people are just like, rats, they carry diseases, they're gross. And most people probably just think of the plague, and they're like, yeah, ever since then, man. It's like rats have had a bad reputation. But they're just like any other critter, you know? If you get the right ones, it's all good. You can get a pet rat. They have domestic rats now. I wouldn't be too interested in encountering a rat like a sketchy sewer rat or something. But like, okay, I guess I can't take the barrel with me. Now, rats are kind of scary and intimidating. I don't want to mess with those guys. But say like a pet rat, those are cool. My ex had a bunch of pet rats, and I have a friend who's got a couple of pet rats. Hey, bonus round. B! Sometimes I fudge these up. Sometimes I make an effort to... It looks like I fudged that one up. And I was just 2 stars away. Although I don't think I was trying to fudge that up. Sometimes, though, I do, because I get caught in these bonus rounds. I'm just like, ugh. I just want to get back to the level. This is too much of a distraction. Ah, yes. Off-screen death. Good old editing, though. I was able to do a nice little jump cut there and just pick right back up. This time as Kiddy Kong. Not for long, though. Because I don't really like Kiddy Kong. Dixie Kong's fine. Honestly, she's probably cooler than Diddy Kong in my opinion, because she can fly. Well, glide. But still. And she plays electric guitar, at least in the second one. It's too bad they didn't bring that back. The little ending animations whenever you beat a level in DKC 2, Diddy will get out a boombox, and Dixie Kong will get out a guitar. Here it's just slide down the flagpole. Can't take no barrels with me. But yeah, if I were to give an honest opinion on Donkey Kong Country 3, I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10 probably. There's things I like about it. It's got a pretty solid soundtrack. A lot of the levels are pretty neat, even if inconsistent. Just there are some things that take points off, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the Kiddy Kong character, and the hub worlds are a bit tricky to maneuver. And sometimes the game can just go from being crazy difficult to, like, easy as pie. It's crazy to me. And it varies from level to level. Now, some of the later levels, especially in that Lost World later on, oh man. Those took a while to do. I actually just recorded those individually. Springin' spiders. Yeah, back on the alliterations. I like those little spiders. Little spideys. Boing. Boing. There's 2 different ones. There's those ones, and then there's ones that are pink. Pink spiders. They're a good band. I like them. I feel like they never really got their dues. I mean, the guy from the Cars produced their first album, and really and that gives me enough to think, hey, this is gonna be a good album. And it is. The first album, anyway. I haven't really listened to the rest of their stuff. And apparently they still put out music. So that's neat. But man, when it comes to favorite bands of mine, I sure do love the Cars. Quintessential 80s right there. Yeah, there's those pink spiders. And apparently there's a Squawks parrot. There's something that I missed. I missed. Now these pink spiders here, they jump a little bit differently than the yellow ones. Now I gotta time this jump without hitting the robo-zingers. I know that's probably not what they're called, but I mean, they essentially are zingers. They're just a mechanical-looking version. I don't mind the redesign of them that much, though, but I mean, with the first 2 games, I feel like they had a solid template there. Hey, it's those not Sonics. Those little spiky hedgehog looking things. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get all the Kong letters this time. Yes. Just gotta keep making my way up the tree. It sucks that I can't climb trees. I've tried. I'm just not able to do it. Some people are like, yeah, I used to climb trees all the time when I was a kid. Yeah, well, good for you. I can't. I'm not really able to climb. Like, I don't even know if I can climb up a rope. I feel like I've tried maybe once, but man, climbing is just not my strong suit. Unless you get me like a ladder or something. If that counts. I mean, you are climbing something, right? But that's another level for the books. Moving things along pretty smoothly so far in this playthrough, I feel. It's one of these guys. The Brothers Bear. There's several of these guys that you encounter throughout stages. They're kind of annoying because they always want something. But every now and again, they are helpful. Bobbing Barrel Brawl. Man, that's a lot of B's. B-b-b. Better Business Bureau. B-b-b. Oh no, it's this thing again. Not you. And I guess it's not so bad here because you get the ability to use your water spout as a weapon. So that's kind of cool. Oh, as long as I don't get gotted. That's never a fun time. Now, as far as I know, the only enemies this thing runs away from are the squeaks, or the squeals, which is very frustrating. And it's neat that the red zingers there can be dynamited away. But that's the only way to get rid of them. There's a level later on where you have some lightning strikes that you gotta avoid. And it hits everything but the red zinger. Ah, yes, the old checkpoint. And I'm already up to 25 lives. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all that hard work, all those lives will be reset after I battle K-Rool the first time around. As yes, just like Donkey Kong Country 2, there are 2 final boss battles with K-Rool. As the objective of this game this time around is to thwart his plans and to rescue Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong who have been kidnapped by him. K-Rool's always up to no good. Yes, there's a boss battle coming up a little bit later where you have to shoot little water spouts. Now... Okay, that was useless. Oh. He was flying high enough that I didn't even have to worry. Ong! Oh! Okay. Well, you know what they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But I eventually got it. Cool. And I should have time for another level before the end of the part. Oh yes, and it's time for another boss battle, so yes. And it's a spooky looking spider. I don't know. Spider's Ambush. I don't like the way this thing looks. It's kind of creepy looking. Plus, sometimes it's kind of hard to land a proper hit. Because you may have a barrel, but sometimes they'll end up landing on you, and it's like that. Just like that. Thank you for proving my point, me. Bonk. Well, that's good. But yeah, you just gotta watch out for these lima bean looking things that he shoots. I'm not exactly sure what those are, but they kinda look like lima beans. Or jelly beans or something. Some kind of green beans. Hey, get out of my way, green bean boy. I got a Kong to rescue. 2. Alright, I'd say a couple more hits should do this in. I just got to avoid the green beans. Bonk. Aw, heck yeah, that's gonna do it for this boss. It looks like it's gonna do it for part 2, folks. I'll see you in the next one.